Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I want to walk through today because it was a roller coaster of emotion, and I had to actually step away early today because I got a little bit tilted. Got a little bit frustrated, and honestly, I should have stopped myself sooner. I didn't, and I ended up having a little red day because of it. So let's look back at it and see how we did. Now, it started out a really good day today, and of course, Monday was really good. Just to recap real quick. Monday was nice. Tuesday was nice. Look at Monday. Crushed it on Monday with BTBD. Came in yesterday. Had an amazing day with SMXT. Could not have been an easier day yesterday. But it was just picture perfect. Able to snipe this thing so many times. And then today, not the best of days. And we're going to walk through exactly what happened. So, big one today was AIMD. And in pre-market, it was trading pretty clean. And so I was able to get a good little play on it, a little read on it. And I was really looking forward to hopefully having a really good day again today because came in pre-market this morning. We had a beautiful setup. Look at this. Supply grabbed off the high here on this grab of liquidity. So again, we look for a pullback entry out of this range after we see price confirm and nail a solid entry here using this past area of supply. Get a move back up into the high of day. And I nabbed this in pre-market for a beautiful win to break the ice this morning from 306 to about 320. All right, it's a great way to start the morning. This is where it starts to get a little bit frustrating. I come out of the bell today and I'm watching this AIMD for a break over these highs from pre-market because the price again grabs liquidity off this high, and so I'm sort of watching for confirmation. Looking back in hindsight, I wish I had taken the entry here on the breakout, but I didn't want to get too aggressive. Of course, had I done that, I'd be massively green on the morning still right now. I would have got it from 330 to almost $4. But I didn't want to go chasing it on the 1 minute. And this thing happened so quick. That was the big issue, is it just really happened so quick. It broke that 330 level, and it was pretty much 350, 360 in a matter of seconds. And at that point, you're just sort of left chasing. So I didn't play it up here. I don't want to go chasing it into the highs. And so I end up seeing it pull back. I try to take the pullbacks off moving averages, and I capture a nice little move there. Again, off the pullback, you can see how I played it here off this dip. I grabbed it from 369 up to 383, get them sitting pretty nice. And then it explodes higher out of this area of consolidation. And so I'm thinking, well, we have noted here that we have room to about $5. So I know we have range way overhead. And we break up out of this area of consolidation in a big way. And so I take the 1 minute pullback here, looking for the follow through higher, which was a little bit overextended. This is the big thing. These things, they all have nuances to them. It was super overextended. We got VWAP sitting way down here, almost what, $1 a share beneath share price. And so looking back, is it hindsight 2020? I think partially. It wasn't a horrible setup, and all in all, I'm not too mad about taking it because, again, you look at it here, and I'm taking a 1 minute pullback for the move up through the high, but a little bit extended. So I'll give the market that. A little bit overextended there. And so after this trade, I was a little bit frustrated. I had a nice trade here, then came back, got kind of too aggressive, and gave back some profit. So I'm a little bit irritated after that. All right, I shouldn't have taken that. So then we pull back. We have this area of demand formed off this pullback, of course, because we have this rally type move. This is an area of liquidity. And so we've got this marked up, and I'm watching for possible pullbacks in this range. And the first one I sort of fumbled a little bit, a very small win here. But after we confirmed that this was a valid area, you see how it reverses back to the upside here. This is our confirmation move. After it confirms from there, I have a bit more conviction, so I take it off the pullback again, risking off these higher lows, of course. Nab it here for the break back up into the high, again, take it off the bottom of its range, and was able to capitalize here pretty well, and I got the day up to a pretty good spot at this point, up about 3R by the time I was done with this. And I grabbed it from 375 to 390, then again, I grabbed it from 384, again, up into the fours. And so I'm doing really well through here. Again, I only had one loss on this up here at the highs, but this is where it sort of starts to get very tilty. So I'm focused in on this. I'm trading it extremely well. These pullbacks were printing for me. Obviously, this trade right here probably shouldn't have happened, but we're not perfect. I was still sitting very nice on the day, new highs for P&L, and then I see RMSG hit the scan. And RMSG hit the scan, and I wish that it hadn't hit the scan because I got absolutely smacked around on this thing and flipped my day completely around. And so I see it hit the scanner, and I see it basing over a VWAP. I get smoked on it. You can see here what happens. Big move to the upside on volume. It pulls back off of VWAP, and we start to see a bottom get put in place here. I'm looking for this candle to follow through to the highs. And lo and behold, it stops me out. I take the loss, and then it goes. But just very choppy the whole way. You can see it reverses to the upside, big wick off the high again, and so I can't really play it there. And so, again, I'm keeping eyes on it. And so then I'm watching the breakout. I don't take the breakout because I hesitate because of the loss here. And so I'm just getting a little bit tilted at this point. It's like I just got faked out of this. I missed this big move where it rockets from 3 all the way to almost 4. And so at that point, I'm like, well, let's see what we can do here. And so what we know we have happen here is price pulls back after breaking out and forms a bit of a confirmed area of demand here. And so we draw our zone up here. And the big issue was, what did I not do here on RMSG? I did not wait for confirmation out of this area of demand. And at this point, I was just tilted because I took a loss here. I gave back even more profits. And at this point, I'm trying to make something happen for that leg back up into the highs again. And I wasn't picky enough. I did not wait for confirmation. What I thought was confirmation, because I was looking mainly for the reversal here off of VWAP. Let me show you exactly what I was looking for, and you'll see sort of what I was looking for here. And so we've got this sort of setup here for where we have this trend line support beneath price, where we have this area of confirmed liquidity, where I see price sort of hesitate here on the pullback, and I take it for the leg back up at least into the top range overhead, preferably up into the 5s. Was this? Yeah, up into the 5s. You just don't get it. You just don't get any good follow through. The bid drops, this thing tanks, and I take it from 345 to about 320. And so, again, I'm red on this stock today on RMSG. Pretty nice and red. You know, I got 2 losses on it. And so then I'm super frustrated. I missed the breakout. Then I came back and I lost on the pullback. Now I'm mad. Now I'm irritated. I'm getting frustrated. And so then I go back to AIMD, and this is where it just compounds, and I ended up turning the day into a negative 2R day. I gave back all of my profit and flipped the day red. Obviously, it could have been worse. I still stepped away early whenever we felt that we were getting about tilted and digging ourselves a hole, because the week's been awesome this week. We had a 5R day on Monday, beautiful day. 6.5-hour green day yesterday, beautiful day, and today a little small red day. But it's just one of those things where I started so hot this morning, and all it took was a little bit of these tilted entries to cause me to give back my profits. And this thing, I will say, AIMD price action was horrible. It was horrible. And I had some really good reads on it, though. Like, despite the bad price action, I was still able to trade it very well, despite it trading like absolute crap. Like, look at the candles here. This thing makes a move and then just knifes off the high every single time. And so, literally, every single time. It goes, take a stair step up, and then it's just elevator down. Every single freaking time. And so, what I see here, and I try to, again, I'm sitting here kind of tilted. I haven't told myself. I said, look, I'm getting tilted. I need to at least be aware that I'm getting tilted. I talked about it on stream this morning too. So I gave back all my profit because of RMSG. RMSG took my AIMD profits. And so now I'm trying to make something happen here. I'm trying to come back to AIMD. I see it setting up again. I try to take a pullback. And again, I get slapped around. This is where I shut down for the morning. Because what we have happened here is this past area of supply, I'm looking for a pivot back up into the high range. Because we see price break above here. And so I'm taking a pull back off this area of previously found supply, looking at it as an area of then formed demand for the curl back up into the high day to squeeze out these shorts. Now, what I should have made known here, and I think, well, I knew it in the moment, but again, whenever you're tilted, you sort of miss some key factors here and got kind of chopped around. You can see I took it here for a very small loss, took it from 428 to 420, but nonetheless, chop, stuff that shouldn't be happening. But you almost get blinded by motion. I'm blinded by motion in the moment here because I start the day in such a good way. Then I give back my profit on RMSG, and now at this point I'm trying to get that back. And so I take this trade here on the reclaim, and what I've got to understand here is, look, the market told me something here. What did the market tell me? The market told me, look, we are not heading higher here. It said this is a no-go. It said this is a no-go. Why am I taking this? Right overhead, we just saw a double top rejection over the highs off 450, so why am I taking these pullbacks? What's the plan here? What am I doing? And so after this, I'm just like, yeah, let me just step away. And I shut down for the morning rather early today because of it. I came in very hot today. I traded very well on I was so stoked with how I traded that. But you start to get extremely tilted. I felt myself getting extremely mad up here at the highs. And I'm just like, you know what? Before I throw this monitor out the window, let's just step away. And the frustrating thing about it is it was preventable for the most part. Obviously, some of these weren't because this thing did trade crappy today. And tilt is just part of the game. Tilt is part of the game. But it's that regret, that hindsight that's so frustrating. And obviously, red days are all part of it. It's going to happen. There's no way around it at all. but we have to be aware, accept it. And the thing is, no matter how long you trade, I've been trading for 8 years. And no matter how long you trade, you're always going to get tilted. You're always going to feel that emotion. The only difference is how do you actually handle it and manage that emotion. And I think the biggest thing was for me today is I've just got to shut down. As soon as I start to feel that tilt, I need to be done. As soon as I feel tilt, step away, because from there on, you're not going to execute properly. There's zero chance that you're going to execute properly. So as soon as I feel that tilt, as soon as I feel that anger, that frustration, it's time to step away. And this morning was a great lesson on doing that, because you can see this morning I started getting tilted right around here on the backside of my profits. Once I started giving back my profits, I gave back a good chunk on RMSG. I should have shut down there, but instead I took that last trade and it took all my profits and then some. So that's really the recap of the morning. Very frustrating day. Really good week all in all still. So again, I can't be too frustrated, but I'm frustrated because I hold myself to an extremely high standard whenever I don't meet that standard. Let me know in the comments how you did today. Hopefully you did much better than I did. Hopefully you made some money today. I know it was a little bit choppy out there, but that being said, make sure to claim your 7-day free trial. The link will be down in the description below to watch me trade stocks just like this in real time every single day and get alerts, education, chat room access, watch list, and so much more. And I'll see you guys there.